changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look.
Hello, welcome to EJ's Voicecast, episode 15. And today's topic is basically what's going on, how things are going, what's happening. So, as I mentioned, I returned from Vegas. That's been like 3 weeks ago. And since then, I've taken a couple of accent classes with my coach, Sammy Grant. It looks like she is going to get a teaching gig. Great for her. She's going to pass off to me, turn me over to some other folks, I guess. Give me some names that I can check out and see who I like to take over as an accent coach. She's going to make some recommendations. So I hope she gets the gig. She really wants it. It's a teaching job, something she wants to do. That's great. Everybody should be able to, follow their dreams. I'm trying to follow mine, hoping for my big break. So if she gets the gig, like I said, she'll give me a couple of names, 2, 3, 4 folks, I guess, who can coach me. She already knows who they are. They're coming verified, vouched for. So I finished my last course today on the Australian accent. So if she gets the gig, she's going to drop me a couple of names of people who can coach me. I've been working on this Australian accent for a bit and it's coming along. I understand where I'm making my mistake and what I need to do to fix them. So it's practice, practice, practice. I did my Australian class today. So next time I shall jump into German, I think. She suggested that I pick an accent that doesn't have an English language foundation, so my choices are German, French, Spanish, or Portuguese. So I think I'm going to go with German. There are others out there that I'm pretty sure I could do, but not really interested in those right now. I shall be driving back into Audacity training. Tried it a few minutes ago, but kept losing track of the class. It's pre-recorded webinar, and having to rewind it every couple of minutes because I kept losing my focus. It just dropped off. I didn't know what was going on. Just tired. Long day. After the third time, I stopped and started writing the script. There are many steps I need to revisit in the first one, but I wanted to tackle the second one so I could build proper templates for various reads. I also need to focus on proper use of the effects in the tool. I'm not sure if I'm using some of them correctly. Also, after using an effect, it seems to lose its settings even though I use the preset function to retain the settings. I open the tool, and then everything is set to 0 again. That's not what it should be. It should have stayed at what I had it set for. I tried to do some recording on the bike several times, but each time something manages to not go as planned. The first times were the video settings. I overexposed the recording and it looked terrible. The next was audio. I need to go back to the wired mic rather than rely on the wireless one. It picks up way too much wind and motor sounds because the mic is actually under my chin, sticking outside the helmet partially. I could probably Velcro it to the inside, but the heat may mess up the glue on the back of the Velcro and also mess up the inside of my helmet. I'll work something out. No worries there. It's summer here in Japan, so it gets really, really hot. I did get a brand new shirt to wear for riding. Pretty comfortable. It was a little bit cooler on the way home today, but still hot, still sweaty when I got home. Auditions. Once I get my Audacity set up the way I want it, I'll be leaning heavily into auditions again. Pickings have actually been pretty slim of late. Maybe 1 to 3 pop in my box daily in the last 3 weeks. Could be just summer vacation, time and folks are off. During that time, folks are off. Hopefully, it's not AI taking over. Speaking of AI issues, I'm sure you have all heard about AI and it being used to recreate voices of actors, podcasters, VO artists, etc. It's a big issue that needs addressing because if AI can be used for this, then lots of folks shall have their livelihoods taken away. The fear is that Hollywood will just repurpose the likeness of current and former performers and do what they want and then charge whatever they want. I'm sure studios look at this as a way to increase profits. I asked Voices about this as I've seen postings for people to provide their voices for research projects. The posting reads that your voice shall not be used to make profit without your consent and not used to make a profit. Voices told me they set up these contracts so that artists are protected from having their likeness stolen and reused without their consent or compensation. We will just have to keep our eyes open and see what transpires and go from there. So, that's the end of this podcast. Kind of short. Not a lot of information. Hopefully there'll be more next time. Hopefully I'll be able to tell you I got an audition. Hope you enjoy my accent. I'm still working on it. You'll probably hear it again in another podcast. As always, feedback, subscriptions are welcome. The link is at the bottom of the show notes. If you have advice or suggestions, please share. Thank you for joining me on EJ's Voicecast. We'll catch you on the next episode. And if you have comments on my accent, please send them in. Let me know what's going on and where I can improve. Thanks. Catch you later.
And this is my game to play to claim a brand new name. Oh, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life. Whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night. Oh, and we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe we can do anything?